Okay, we're here at the Royal Geographical Society at Explore 2019. And we're joined by Matt and Reese as well. Can you just give us a quick potted history of what your project was and how you found your way?
Sure, okay, so we're the first people to ever go around the world on a scooter and a sidecar, is what we can say now. Around the world, the most inappropriate mode of transport we could think of. And the idea was to prove that the world is a good place.
At minus 40, which is not a temperature I'd like to be at anytime soon.
No experience of riding motorbikes before, no experience of mechanics, no experience of overlanding, and we just wanted to see if we could do it with the help of complete strangers. And especially in Russia, the only reason we managed to get across was because of the help of complete strangers. So this is the map that guided our trip. It is the SplashMap world map, and the amazing thing about this is you can get it out on the side of the road in the worst conditions ever, and you can still plan your journey ahead. And many times we thought, got it out on the side of the road, put it on the roof of the sidecar, and to try and decide which way to go. And better still, when you forget your kit or lose your buff, especially on a motorbike, you can just wrap it round and tie it up, and you've got a new buff. So yeah, really handy bit of kit.
Yeah, I mean ours doesn't look quite that clean anymore. But we still got it. It looks a bit more weathered. But generally it was an unbelievable bit of kit.
And a great translation tool for telling Russian people what on earth you're doing in the middle of Siberia with a scooter and sidecar by pointing at where you're going. So really good bit of kit. Thank you.
We've got Claire Grogan here, who is an Antarctic explorer, doctor in an Antarctic exploration last year. Claire, do you want to tell us where you've been?
Yeah, so last year, at the beginning of this year actually, I was the expedition doctor for the Weddell Sea expedition, and so I was ship's doctor down on a 2.5-month expedition around in the Weddell Sea and the Antarctic Peninsula. And I was very fortunate to be given a SplashMaps tube by yourself, and that was really useful for our kind of work on the ice, keeping us warm on the outside bits of the ship. And it was kind of really useful, formed a great bit of the layering system to keep nice and warm in the cold.
Claire, tell me a little bit about what you've got planned next.
So I'm lucky enough to be off to Norway in the spring of next year, and I'll be doing some teaching in polar medicine to help other expedition medics get out and have some adventures, have some fun in the cold.
And do you think you'll be here at Explore next year?
Always. Explore's an event that you can come back to every year, and it's just really nice to see old friends, meet some new ones, make some new connections, and it's a really great event. Really.
Both of us. Great. I'm here with Paul Rose. You're used to doing television, aren't you?
You're dead right, I am. And the great thing is, this is Explore. I always say it's the best weekend of the year. I think I used to say it as a bit of a joke, but now we've done 43 of them. We've really got the hang of it. They all get better, and it really generally is the best weekend of the year. We take all those missing pieces in your expedition jigsaw and fit them easily with all this talent. It's a flipping great weekend. It's not just all running around going, wow, isn't it great going on trips? This is really targeted, fine technical advice, and it's brilliant stuff. And part of the fun of these maps.
You bet. So have you got one yourself by any chance?
I do. The good man David gave me one last year, and I went, oh, that's very nice. And it was my house in Windermere in the middle. Wow, what a lovely gift. And then about a week later, I was on a mountain bike trip and used it. It was brilliant, and it brought back a lot of memories, because when my son was 15, so when was that, 1980 something, me and him did Land's End John O'Groats, and we didn't want to do the usual 900 miles. We had 10 days, so we planned a route of around about 1,300 miles, thinking we could do 130 miles a day. So we bought these enormous maps, the big AA maps, laid them out on the floor, and then cut them into about a 2-inch strip, which was the route. And then every day for 10 days we had that strip in your pocket, and you kept folding it all the time. And of course it got wet, and of course we went off route, which meant we're off the flipping map. We only had 2 inches. Now if we'd have had these things, we would have had an easier trip.
Life would be so much better if there was fabric. And well, thank you very much, Paul. That's great. I'm so pleased you're getting something out.
Keep up the great work. I mean, these are brilliant.
And with me, I've got one of the people who's become one of our customers from last year's Explore.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting to get it today. That's brilliant.
Okay, sir, announce yourself.
So my name's Will. I'm an international mountain leader. I'm a member of a mountain rescue team, and I run mountaineering trips in the UK and overseas as well.
Yeah, wicked. So this is our expedition to Peru, summer 2020. Kind of like southeast Peru, just up from the Sacred Valley. So kind of like.
So I picked up a splash map of the Cheviot National Park, which is my mountain rescue area. So I have a splash map in my mountain rescue rucksack, and I also picked up a splash map of the Cairngorms, and I've been using that splash map all of this winter season, just gone, for my navigation in the Cairngorms.
Okay. We've had some great footage of you. Whenever I need a picture with snow in it, I know I just need to put the search term Will Close Ash Splash Maps, and up it comes every time. Now tell me what you've achieved with that map of Switzerland that you got this year.
Yeah, so I ordered a splash map for the Swiss Alps. I ran an expedition for 2 groups of young people who were trekking across the Swiss Alps, and I wanted something which was really robust but really easy to use, and I wanted the young people to navigate to it. So we ordered a splash map, and each young person on the expedition was using this when they were navigating across different legs of the expedition. What was really good was the kids were able to ball it up into pretty much the palm of their hand, so for the section that they were navigating on, and then immediately just put it in their pocket when they were finished. And it just meant that we didn't get any creases in the map that were damaging the map or making it difficult to use. And the kids loved it. It was a bit of a badge of honour really to pass it on from the next person to the next person. They really liked the novelty factor of it because it was a fabric map, but from my point of view, I knew it wasn't going to be damaged. And it's a 1 to 40,000 scale. It's got fantastic detail in terms of the routes that we were using. And although we were in Switzerland, all of the footpaths we were using were already on this map, so it was perfect.
Fantastic. So all of those passes were already marked in on the map for you?
Yeah, so all of the mountain tracks that we followed and any mountain tracks that I was thinking about following were already on the map, so it was brilliant.
Okay, well, so you've ordered another map from us now, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about what you've used it for, what you'll use it for.
Out to Peru, we're going to go out and do a bit of work in the Sacred Valley, and I really wanted a map which covered the area I'm going to be trekking in. So in this case, it's the Lares trek, and it's really difficult to get good quality maps of any country, particularly Peru, when you're not in that country. So the fact that you're able to produce for me an accurate 1 to 40,000 scale map with all of the routes on, all of the footpaths on that I'm going to be using is just phenomenal. So my plan is that for all of the expeditioners on the trip, we'll be able to pick up a copy of this map for each one of them and use it so they can navigate, but also as a bit of a souvenir afterwards. So it means they've got a really functional map they'll use on the expedition, but something that's really nice to keep as a nice memento of their trip.
That's great. Well, hopefully they'll always remember you and associate you with it on account of it being on the map they'll keep forever.
Yeah, definitely. And we've still got spaces on the expedition next year, so if anybody's interested, let us know and we can take you out there and you can have your own splash map.
Okay, great. Can you just say that bit again, because I held the microphone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So tell me about, can people still book onto this fantastic tour in
Yes, so we've still got spaces on the expedition, so if any young people are interested in coming out onto the trip with us to Peru next year, then just get in touch, and if they do come, each one of them will get their own splash map.
Okay. So, and you can check this out just by checking out Mountain Energy.
That's right, yeah. If you just go to our website, mountainenergy.co.uk, and you'll see the information there.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Will.